inside Brentford territory, and they'll have a throw-in which will be taken by Sepp van den Berg. Yarmoliak out towards the possession of Nathan Collins, the captain, who strays beyond the halfway on this right-hand side. Coyote in possession, back to Nathan Collins once more, plays it infield towards Van den Berg. West Ham happy at this present moment in time just to sit off a little bit. Here's Collins once again, out on this far side. The right is Brentford attacking this first half. Coyote, and now pressure will be put on by Mateus Fernandes. Back to Jordan Henderson. Henderson to Damsgaard. 1-2 between him and Henderson. Van den Berg closer towards the halfway, forced out to the right hand side, and Henderson being forced back into his own half, and Collins being forced further back towards his goalkeeper Kierman Kelleher. And this was the kind of thing that we saw Espirito Santo's Nottingham Forest be able to do so effectively during his couple of year tenure on the club, and that was his way in which he could get his side to kind of suppress the attack of others, and they were happy to spend a bit of time without possession. They were happy to sit back in, but by doing it, it restricted them with spaces in more forward areas. But Sharda with possession here on the left-hand side is driving at Todibo, who knocks the ball out, and Brentford definitely will have the ball in a more advanced area. Thrown on the left-hand side, best part of 25 yards out from the West Ham United goal. It's going to be the Brentford number 7 who has the ball underneath his shirt, and Todibo saying this is going to be a long throw, which is going to be taken by Michael Coyote, and telling his West Ham United teammates in kind to be prepared for that. So much so that they loiter bodies towards the 6-yard box. Throwing to be taken on the left-hand side. Best part of 25 to 30 yards out from goal. And perhaps the best opportunity Brentford have had so far in this first half. Coyote's throw towards the near post. Glanced away by Souček. Headed back in by Damsgaard. Pinballed across the box. Falls at Igor Thiago, who on his right foot from the best part of 5 yards out could only toe poke the ball over the bar. Best opening that Brentford have had so far in this opening period. It fell to their number 9, Igor Thiago. It was a good throw in by Michael Coyote, caused all sorts of problems. Flicked away them inside the 6-yard box by Souček. Played back in by Damsgaard. Kilman was watching Thiago all the way, but Thiago was still able to poke the ball with his right foot, but couldn't quite keep it down. In fact, Max Kilman properly put his body towards the course there. Got his head towards the boot of Igor Thiago, but keeping them out. On the other end, Jaboni played a through ball in towards the path of Somerville, edge of the box down the centre. He will come back out towards Carl Walker-Peters on this left-hand side. Irving towards Mateus Fernandes. Walker-Peters to Irving again on this left-hand side. Infield towards Caicedo. Somerville has pretty much covered every blade of grass on West Ham so far. Paqueta looked to play it out towards Bowen. Mistray pass, and Scales couldn't get on the end of it. Kevin Sharda will get it away for Brentford, driving down his left-hand side, turning past his man. Played it forward towards Damsgaard. Heavy touch from him. Here's Paqueta in towards Bowen inside the area. Has an effort on his right foot, which just strays wide of the left-hand post, but fizzed wide enough to go out of play for a Brentford thrown on the far side. When he initially took the effort on his right foot, it looked like a bit more of a cross-cut shot really from Jarrod Bowen. It was a teasing effort towards the edge of the 6-yard box on the right-hand side, but in the end nowhere near the target and nowhere near challenging Kierman Kelleher in the Brentford goal as we approach the 20-minute mark here at the London Stadium. West Ham United 0, Brentford 0 on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Here comes Alia driving forward down the middle for Brentford, plays the ball through towards Igor Thiago inside the box towards the dead ball line, hooks it back towards Coyote. It's been put under pressure by Walker-Peters. Towards the dead ball line it goes, chips it back in towards the box. Sharda goes down towards the back post, shall I say. Referee saying nothing in it, and then the ball goes out of play for a Brentford throw. Kevin Sharda feels like he should have had a penalty against him, but the next best thing for him will be another one of those long throws to be taken by Michael Coyote on the right hand side, adjacent towards the edge of the West Ham United penalty area. 20 minutes gone. West Ham United 0, Brentford 0 here at the London Stadium on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. West Ham had the better of the opening, but Brentford have shaded the last 10 minutes or so. Another long throw from Coyote towards the near post. Glanced on into the mixer, punched away by Areola. Paqueta will pick it up towards the dead ball line and try and clear it away from danger. Being put under pressure by Dangu Ujara, but play will stop with Thomas Souček down on the ground, and he's got blood pouring from his face inside the 6-yard box, and it streamed down towards his hands. It's going to be quite the clean-up operation for the Czech international. Espirito Santo heading back into his seat and having a look at that particular incident on an iPad with one of his assistants in that West Ham United technical area. 21 minutes gone here. West Ham United 0, Brentford 0. As I say, the final Premier League game from a busy weekend of fixtures that we brought to you across the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Some of the other games from the weekend: Sunderland got the better of Wolves by 2-0. Nordi Mukiele and a Ladislav Krejci own goal right at the end, securing the 3 points for Sunderland. Manchester City, courtesy of 2 goals from Erling Haaland in the space of 5 minutes, saw them win 2-0 at home to Everton. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth was the game of the weekend, a 3-3 draw. Jean-Philippe Mateta with the first Premier League hat-trick of the season. Eddie Krupke with 2 goals in the first half gave Bournemouth a 2-0 lead going into half-time. But 2 goals just beyond the hour mark for Jean-Philippe Mateta levelled it at 2-2. Ryan Christie looked as if he'd won it for Bournemouth in the 89th minute. But then Jean-Philippe Mateta with a penalty in the 7th minute of stoppage time levelling it up. He also had another chance right at the very depth to win the game 4-3. Meanwhile, in a meeting of the 2 newly promoted clubs, Burnley got the better of Leeds United by 2-0. 2 goals, 1 in either half. Leslie Ukuchukwu with the opener and Luam Tiuma with the other. Burnley getting the better of Leeds there. Whilst Danny Welbeck haunting Newcastle United again. Brighton getting the better of them by 2-1. Welbeck with both goals. Nick Voltemada on the score sheet for Eddie Howe's side. Arsenal is still the pace setters. They got the better of Fulham by 1-0. Leandro Trossard strike in the 58th minute. The difference between those two teams. Whilst at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Rodrigo Bentancur got Tottenham off to the perfect start after 5 minutes, but they're going to lose by 2-1. Morgan Rogers with his first goal of the season, levelling things up, whilst Emilio Buendia with the winner for Unai Emery's men. Well, Thomas Souček is patched up. It's amazing what a little bit of Vaseline can do. Blood's stem has stopped. I would assume that he'll probably... Well, he doesn't actually need a fresh shirt. Despite all the blood that poured out, none of it actually went on his playing attire. But he is going to head off towards the touchline nearest to us, the left-hand touchline here at the London Stadium. And midway through this first half, it is goalless here between West Ham United and Brentford. A play will restart with a uncontested drop ball. Madley just giving Carl Walker-Peters the specific instructions as he gives the ball to him, and play will continue. He lumps the ball from the left-hand side edge of his own penalty area upfield towards the halfway, where it's glanced on by Jordan Henderson.